Welcome to the first edition of CEBL Weekly presented by BetVictor for the 2023 season. My name is Dhanung Bulsara, aka D, and we got another exciting summer of hoops coming up, and I'm going to do my best to get you ready for it. All season, I'll be coming in weekly to get you in the know of all the ins and outs of the league, exciting news, expert analysis, things to look out for, and maybe even some special guests along the way. This week, we'll give you a sneak peek at an up-and-coming docu-series about last season's epic championship weekend, then break down the conferences, postseason format, and this year's championship weekend. A little later, I'll give you some players to look out for, and then wrap it up with some games that will be must-watches in Week 1. It's a jam-packed episode, so let's get started. A lot has happened this offseason, and I mean a lot. The most exciting news was the addition of one new team and the relocation of two others. This upcoming season will see basketball in the city of Winnipeg. We know that fan base has been waiting for professional basketball, and head coach Mike Taylor will be ready to put together a competitive team in front of that crowd. Not to mention, they'll be playing out of the Canada Life Centre, home of the Winnipeg Jets, and are on pace to set a CBL record for attendance for their home opener on May 27. We've seen two cities relocate this offseason as the Nighthawks go from Guelph to Calgary and will be playing out of the Winsport Arena, and the defending champion Honey Badgers will go from Hamilton to Brampton with their new home at the CAA Centre. Which team will have the best transition? Only time will tell. If we're going to have basketball covered coast to coast, I mean, it only makes sense that Canada's sports leader covers all of our games, right? TSN's all-new direct-to-consumer streaming platform, TSN Plus, will showcase all 107 CEBL games this season, including the CEBL postseason and 2023 championship weekend. TSN will also provide live broadcast coverage of the CEBL Game of the Week, with the first game tipping off tonight, May 24th, when the 2022 CEBL champion Brampton Honey Badgers head to the nation's capital to face off against the Ottawa Blackjacks at the same arena where the trophy was raised last season. Shameless D-plug for how your side... Oh, and maybe you'll see me tonight. Championship weekend from Ottawa in 2022 was memorable, and Ward 1 Studios was there to capture all the intensity, drama, and glory. Here's an exclusive sneak peek of the 3-part docu-series now streaming on CBL Plus, powered by BetVictor.
There's been beauty in the struggle because of how hard it's been to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Make sure we are setting the tone as the aggressors early. Read the situation when it's time to pull it back. Constantly put their 5 men in ball screens.
Everybody who's in this league is here for a reason. The team that is most prepared and can handle the moment will be victorious.
We're all built for this moment. We're all here for a reason. We have to make sure that we dominate.
Be in the moment. From now until the end of this conversation, from the end of the conversation to warm-ups, just focus on what is ahead of you at all times.
1 through 12, let's get it.
Guard your man, stop him, and let's win this game today. All right?
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3, together.
Yeah.
Right now, get ready. Right now, this is where it all began.
We are in the nation's capital, is getting set for the first of 2 semifinals in the CEBL. And here we go. A.J. Davis's mom is in attendance, and his mom is happy with that. Down low for Alexander. Alexander, left hand is no good. Hits the rim.
This is where it all began.
Tell Leo, stop settling.
14-6, 8-point lead for the River Lions. Nice fake by Davis. His jumper, yeah, bring it up, folks. Hands! Here's Anderson, dead center 3. Can't connect, loose ball. Ahmad throws it up, and the throwdown by E.J. Onu.
Right, let's go!
Juricic, the corner. J.B. Mukama, no. Dimitri Long. Working on Anderson, shoots over top of him and hits it! And Elijah Mitru Long doing a little dance. Here's Teddy Allen blocked there by E.J. Onu. Fresh 14 here for Scarborough. But there you see that tenacious defense from Niagara. And then eventually Chapman gets it for 2. Walden Mullings. Oh, Walden Mullings maybe a tad too fancy there. Isaiah Mike from downtown rattles it down.
Look. At the end of plays, you have to go to the basket. Everybody has to go back.
Fadeaway long threes are not cutting it. Put pressure on the paint. Let's go.
Stay solid. It's all on this end. It's on this end. Stick to the game plan. Let's go.
Again, another turnover. Walden Mullings, he's looking for it. They go to the ground. Isaiah Mike on the drive. He'll go to the line.
Scarborough's intensity in this second quarter has been picked up.
Chapman drains a corner three. And Ahmad trying to throw down the jam there. Came up short, and that's going to be a foul against Scarborough.
Isn't that nice when a point guard can attack the rim like that?
Solid. We're going to get back into this game. Be clear.
Now it's a 1-point lead, River Lion. Scarborough that come almost all the way back. EJ Onu from downtown. 2 seconds remain. Chapman puts it up and clangs it.
Well, tale of 2 quarters. The team that's been the most intense has won the quarter.
Come get it there. Come get it.
Here we go. What was the difference between the start of the game and the rest of the first half? Energy and intensity. Be in the moment. Nothing is going to come easy.
New and something to look forward to this season is the conference model and new playoff structure. We'll have 2 conferences this year, the East and the West. Montreal, Ottawa, Niagara, Scarborough, and Brampton rounding out the East. Duking out in the West is Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatchewan, and Winnipeg. In the playoffs, the East will see the 4th seed host the 5th seed in a 1-game play-in to determine who will go on the road to play the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The winner of this game will then play the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference finals, with the 1st seed getting a bye to championship weekend. In the West, the format will mirror the East, with the only difference being Vancouver automatically gets a bid to championship weekend as the host city. So clear your schedules, book your flights from August 11th to the 13th, and we'll see you at the Langley Event Center. Our league has no shortage of talent again this season. Let's highlight a few players that you'll want to keep an eye on this season from each team. We'll start in the East with the defending champions, the Brampton Honey Badgers, who are returning the most players of any team, including 2 award winners. First, Christian Vital, the championship game MVP, who averaged 17 points in 15 games while shooting 43% from beyond the arc, leading the Honey Badgers last season. Next, Kobe McEwen, 2022 Sixth Man of the Year last year, who had 16 points in the championship game and looks to excel in a bigger role as a projected starter this year. The Niagara River Lions, who also feature some familiar faces and award winners like 2022 Defensive Player of the Year EJ Onu, who averaged an impressive 3.2 blocks per game while also contributing 11.7 points per game on 56% shooting. His presence in the paint will always make teams think twice. Lloyd Pandy returns to the River Lions this season, looking to build off his 2021 U Sports Player of the Year recognition in what could be a breakout season for the young guard. Bonjour Montreal, the Alliance will feature a largely Quebec-based roster this season with 10 players coming from La Belle Province. However, the American contingent could fill out 2 of their starting spots this season, starting with Ahmed Hill. The former Nighthawk averaged 17.6 points last season as the 11th best scorer in the whole CEBL. From experience, I can tell you he's a great interview. Alliance fans will love this dude. Travion Graham comes with lots of NBA experience playing for the likes of the Brooklyn Nets, Atlanta Hawks, and Phoenix Suns, just to name a few. He brings efficient 3-point shooting and lockdown defense to the Alliance. Ottawa's head coach James DeRuin returns to the Blackjacks, and so do his stars. Dang Adele, the franchise single-game scoring record holder, will be a driving force this season. Last year, he averaged 16, 6, and 5, and will likely be among the top non-American international players this season. Zina Adesamwan is coming off a big year in Finland, averaging a double-double, and will likely be manning the paint as the starting center this season. With one of the deepest rosters in the league, Kat Barber and Thomas Kennedy, the 2 new kids on the block join returning star Jalen Harris. Former Nighthawk Kat Barber forms a deadly backcourt in Scarborough with Harris and Cassius Robertson. Barber earned an NBA call-up in 2021 when he suited up for the Atlanta Hawks on Christmas Day. After having a monster season with the Windsor Lancers, Thomas Kennedy averaged 21 points on an incredible 59% shooting while also pulling down 14 boards a game. And let's not forget, he's the reigning CBL U Sports Player of the Year. Now on over to the West. Calgary head coach Nelson Taroba has assembled a young and athletic roster for the inaugural year in Calgary, headlined by Canadian Simi Shitu, a former 5-star high school recruit who averaged double digits in points and also got 8 rebounds per game in 4 seasons in the G League. He'll be joined by upcomer Steph Smith, who's looking to earn a starting spot for the Surge this season and has been a spark plug every time he touches the ball. Swimming on over next is the Winnipeg Sea Bears. The 2 names you want to look out for are Simon Hildebrand and Teddy Allen. Winnipeg's very own Hildebrand was the first overall pick in this year's U Sports draft, earned U Sports Rookie of the Year honors, and was on the U Sports second team All-Canadian, and will gain experience and contribute this season. Teddy Allen last year for Scarborough started 6 games and averaged 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals for the Shooting Stars. They'll look to replicate that success with Winnipeg. First-year head coach Jordan Baker takes over the reins for the 2-time champion Edmonton Stingers, featuring a roster full of vets and newcomers. 4th-year Stinger Brody Clark will headline the front court, taking over for his head coach. Clark has been a consistent contributor for the Stingers in their recent championship rosters. Ahir Ugwak, another Edmontonian, will look to be a scoring threat and make an impact for the Stingers like he did last year. The 2 names you'll want to look out for in Saskatchewan is Malik Benlevy and Mike Nuga. Benlevy brings scoring and rebounding to the Rattlers. He was one of their clutch players last season with 3 target score winners. His teammate Mike Nuga made his professional debut last year and has career averages of 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, and will be looking to be more of a force this year. And last but not least, it's our championship host Vancouver, who bring 2 newcomers who look to be impactful for the Bandits this season. First, it's the big man Nick Ward, who earned all CEBL first team honors in 2021 with Ottawa, where he averaged 17 points and 9 rebounds. And looking to make a comeback after suffering an Achilles injury is Dwayne Notice. Before his injury, Dwayne averaged 15 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds, and his return looks to boost the Bandits this season. Moving to key games for the first week of the season. Of course, our season opener tonight as the Brampton Honey Badgers head to our nation's capital to face the Blackjacks in a rematch of last year's semifinal, live at 7:30 on TSN. Then 2 days later, Scarborough looks to get their revenge from last year's championship defeat as they travel to the CAA Center for Brampton's first home game. Finally, it's the beginning of a new rivalry. There's already the Stampeders and Elks, Flames and Oilers, and now it's the CEBL version. It's the Surge and Stingers, the first of a home-and-home, back-to-back opening season series that tips off Sunday. Is that enough basketball for you? For a full CEBL schedule, visit cbl.ca/schedule. Make sure to tune in to next week's episode of CEBL Weekly presented by Bet Victor right here on CEBL Plus as we bring you more exclusive insight, news, analysis, and updates. Tickets to watch your favorite team play are now available. Head to cbl.ca to buy now. Follow at CBL League on your favorite social channels as all the fun content, news, games, updates, and more are all available on there. And tickets to Championship Weekend are now available. Get your tournament packs by visiting cbl.ca/Championship Weekend. Watch all the games live on CBL Plus, powered by Bet Victor, TSN Plus. I'm your host D. This was fun. We'll see you again next week. I can't wait.